I was beginning to worry that Magic Kaito Episode 4 was not going to get translated this week, because, I mean, usually it's subbed by Sunday or Monday, but it's Tuesday, and it wasn't out until now, so I'm like, thank God it's finally out, but damn, it's even later than last week. Now, anyways, this week's episode of Magic Kaito. Oh man, I am a massive fan of this episode. This might be one of my favorite episodes so far, just the way it went down. The introduction of Hakuba, that was a really awesome twist for this. I mean, of course, when you have someone that is a thief, you need to introduce someone that can balance it out. I mean, it's been rather one-sided since the very beginning, with, you know, Kaito just being a badass, pretty much. You know, just going around stealing things, stealing gems like it's no problem, making fun of the police, pretty much for the course of what we've seen already. And so seeing how Kaito Kid is going to be having a challenge, like from Hakuba, a detective, definitely is going to spice things up a lot, because in this, we see a lot of cat and mouse type games going on in this episode. For instance, you have it to where Hakuba is just messing with Kaito Kid, foiling his plans and messing him up for the majority of this episode, like chaining down the fucking statue to where he goes in the basement and realizes Kaito Kid's going to be coming out of an air vent, to the entire gas mask. I mean, there's just so many moments in this episode I really enjoyed seeing, especially with how Hakuba was just tricking Kaito Kid. And I honestly, at the end of this episode, no character won their little duel. For instance, Hakuba didn't win, or Kaito Kid. I mean, Kaito Kid did not steal nothing. He didn't technically get out there with the gems or the statue like he wanted to, so technically he failed, and Hakuba didn't catch Kaito Kid, and at the exact same time, Kaito Kid got away, so technically both sides won and lost at the exact same time. I mean, Kaito Kid technically won in a certain sense since he got to check the gem through the moonlight, but he didn't get to actually take the gem away in the statue. So, very interesting. One of the first times so far from the series that we've seen that Kaito Kid technically has lost and failed one of his, you know, grand heists. Now, overall though, the episode, I want to talk about something real quick. I noticed a little bit of a animation drop in this episode. Now, it's nothing too bad, nothing so bad that it just destroys the episode or nothing, but there is a couple scenes in this episode where the quality derps on itself. Like, it's hard to notice unless you're really paying attention. Like, I almost completely overlooked one scene that had a derpy Kaito Kid face. Like, you see Kaito Kid, you know, just moving his arms all when he's in the bar, and you'll see how his face is drawn, like, awkwardly. Like, it doesn't even look like the same person. It doesn't. I might have the picture up here for you can see it for yourself, but his face just does not even look like Kaito Kid, and I'm like, what the fuck? That's what Kaito Kid, what happened to your face? But yeah, the face was just like, and there's a couple other scenes in this episode, but nothing too bad. Usually it was always when a character's far off in the distance, like, you know, the picture I probably just showed you. That's usually when the faces were kind of messed up. Now, besides that, the overall animation art of the episode when it came to close-ups and stuff looked really good, so no complaints there. There was a lack of still frames, so that's fucking good. Barely any still frames in this episode. Now, music-wise, I'm a fan of the music, and I love the opening song. As I have said already many times, that opening song is just absolutely amazing. I love the theme and feel of it. It feels like a very early 2000 type theme song, like an opening song, and that's the type of songs I love, and I love the way they use the animation in the opening song. Now, in this overall scheme of this episode, what really happened in terms of the plot? I guess the introduction of Hakuba and, you know, finding out that this, you know, picture and this statue does not have the gem that Kaito Kid wants. And that's really the overall main progression we had in this episode. It's a good episode. I liked it and enjoyed it. We'll have to see exactly where next week takes us, and hopefully we'll have even better type of detective-type cat-and-mouse games between Hakuba and Kaito Kid, because it seems like Hakuba is not going to be going away since she transferred inside of the school. Now, I heard a couple of Chibas talking that Detective Conan is actually going to be making an appearance in this series, and if he does, that is going to be badass, because personally, I've never read or watched any of that series, and to probably see the detective in the flesh in Magic Kaito will definitely hype me up just a little bit. I want to be straight out honest. So, this is going to conclude my review of Magic Kaito Episode 4. Tell me your thoughts in the comments below, how you felt about this episode. Did you enjoy it? Did you hate it? Does it suck that it took so long for this to get subbed? Let me know in the comments below. Love you all so much. Have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.